This is an Audio Wool original.
Frightday. I'm your host, Byron, and we're broadcasting live from our oddly rainy compound.
So weird.
In the woods of Montana. Love is born into every human being. It calls back to the halves of our original nature together. It tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. One heck of a quote from Plato's, was it Symposium?
I actually didn't see what
that
specifically it was from. I should have checked that. Fail. Sorry, everybody.
But where's the line between... I saw Hamnet, too, so I guess I'm just
more grim.
That kind of guy. Where's the line between intimacy and losing yourself? Devotion and self-destruction? Closeness and body horror? We'll figure that out this morning as we discuss rat tails and the consequences of restroom quickies, reviewing... What?
Boys' restroom quickies, especially.
Yeah, it's tricky. I know his first name's Mike. I forgot to write down his name, and it is Michael Shanks, his film Together. I'm joined together with me by Kelly.
Yes, I am together with you by me.
And Sam can't make it because he's learning some songs.
He is,
He has to.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about this later, but I think I'm definitely more the Franco in the relationship.
You're the Franco, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Well, can't wait to talk about it. Yeah, Kelly, new year, new us, huh? I see what you got there. You got
Not a new us. This is the same water bottle I've been using for years.
Yeah, but you're hydrating, I see. Mm-hmm. And then over here, what is this?
Most notably, I'm hydrating without ice, Byron.
Oh, I'm proud of you. All the ice in my Kool-Aid
Okay,
melted,
so that's amazing.
What?
Also, if I knew you were doing that, I would have gotten one for you. There's this friend I made this summer.
Oh?
The one that you're convinced is trying to get me into a cult. She's lovely.
You can't say that because, like, I'm about to leave.
You're way more cult adjacent than I am.
Yeah,
she's also just lovely, and
right.
I would join a cult with her if she wanted me to, but she doesn't.
See, that's the sign of a cult. You got it.
She had one that was twice that size.
There's no way.
No,
you can't even
legitimately.
hold it.
In fact, I'm going to find it, and I should have gotten it for you. Like I said, if I knew you were like headed in this direction,
no, this is an older one.
I would have bought you one.
I've had this one for a bit, but yeah, for people just listening, we're drinking out of large water,
like
vessels.
Every other dumb white American who's like, I'm going to have a New Year's resolution.
I'm going to stay hydrated.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
like every other privileged asshole whose New Year's resolution is like.
Do you do those? Do you have those? And we have a video version of this available at youtube.com/Frightday.
Sam's notoriously anti New Year's resolution. And I'm really trying to get the girls on board with like goal setting because, science shows it's a good thing.
Goal setting is good?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between a goal and a resolution?
That's the whole thing. I'm trying to thread that needle.
It's kind of the needle we're threading tonight with.
And so on New Year's
film.
Eve, I got everybody to, on a piece of colorful paper, write down like, or draw or whatever way they want to represent big things about 2025 and
which is weird. I just want to point out you
for 2026.
You decided that you weren't going to teach your children how to write. You decided you were going to let them decide how they wanted to communicate.
Okay, no, that is not true. I'm not one of those.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, my mother-in-law is a literacy coach, so no, that wasn't going to happen.
Well, okay. Didn't know if you were just pushing back against your mom. Yeah.
No, love. No. Big on communication. In fact, I keep telling. At trivia last night, I brought a really funny punctuation book for Creature and her friend to look through because I believe that the superpower of this generation will be if they know how to write, because
if they know how to use a semicolon
or a hyphen versus an M dash.
So many M dashes.
Although M dashes are like now dead apparently because of AI. Nobody can use M dashes anymore because everybody's just like, it's AI.
Yeah.
People are squabbling all the time about it. I use M dashes normally.
Sorry, AI does use a lot of M dashes.
They do. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
New year, new us. Same us.
Yeah.
Actually.
How many ounces does that thing hold?
Not sure. It doesn't matter. Please don't look it up.
Because I can get you one with 128.
Don't need 128.
128.
I'm a peer too, so like I don't need more. I'm fine. Like
okay, but the more water, the better.
No, and I listen. I know the office has a bathroom just right over here, but we're fine. Okay, hi, Kelly.
Yo.
I have nothing else written down. Visitors, we YouTube folks, lots of visitors episodes going up there.
It is my biggest hope for my participation in the show this year is to do a ton of visitors interviews. It is my favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of setting you up to
I know you're sending me weird ones though. I'm like, I want real ones.
You don't want to talk about what we were talking about it on Frightday morning, which is
the guy, the JFK
let me explain
guy.
Really quick.
Okay, sorry.
What Frightday morning is. It's for people who don't know. It's something I'm doing every Tuesday morning on YouTube and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Audio Network. It's where we go through my emails, but also talk a little bit about what happened overnight, like current event wise. There's a man who did a fun little standoff we talked about this last time, and found some new films for the upcoming year that we're excited for. So yeah,
which is great.
And Kelly sometimes pops in, but
yeah, and Byron sent me some interview outreach, which I'm great. Some of those could be very fun, but like I've got priorities. There are some others that I really want to do. I'm questioning. I need to look into that JFK guy to see like
JFK guy. And yeah, also we go through my inbox and we talk about visitor requests. Interesting. Interview requests for visitors. And the one you're talking about is Christopher Macklin, The Angelic Technology, The Human Blueprint. Just kind of
no, that's not the JFK guy.
No, this is a different guy.
So yeah. No, I'm not talking about him. I was talking about I was talking about the JFK guy.
Humanity is intrinsically connected to the angelic and starseed realms. Kelly, did you know that?
I mean, I do fancy myself a starseed.
Okay, well, I think you would enjoy a conversation with this person.
I don't know. See, it's just you get into that stuff, and before you know it, you've taken a hard right directly into eugenics.
Yeah,
and I just really,
And the new age to QAnon pipeline is still existent.
It's very prevalent.
But yeah, if anyone wants to rewatch those mornings, it's available at thefrightersociety.org.
Okay, you need to remind me though. Is it Mondays or Tuesdays?
It's Tuesdays.
Okay.
The Tuesdays on my schedule at least. I can change that.
No, that's great. I just need to put it on mine then. And it starts at 8:30?
9:30. Yeah.
9:30 is so late.
Well, not for me.
It's very late.
I have not seasonal depression, of course, but I do have trouble getting up in the morning.
Okay, well, I have to be up at 6.
Yeah, that's too early for me. And I rewatched this movie at 6 this morning. So
we're going to talk. You were going to rewatch it last night. You weirdo.
I started it.
I fell asleep, honk you.
I like sleeping. I'm pretty good. I just enjoy it. That's all. But
okay, hold on. I'm going to put it on my calendar.
Okay, put it on your calendar. But yeah, really, the only other thing that I think we need to do regarding housekeeping is that I started a Substack for Audio Wool. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay, so here's my thing with Substack. Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. I get really overwhelmed.
Now tell me why.
Well, because do you know how much like useful UFO stuff is written on Substack?
Yeah, a lot of people do have.
It is a lot.
Well, this isn't going to be as much, Kelly. This is a Substack I started called Looming by Audio Wool. Do you understand? Because wool, you can use wool to...
looming. We talked about this last time, but
sure.
Like lurking over somebody,
which is
the
also
way I'm taking
it's kind of also the meaning of it. Also double meaning here, but it is what's going on at.
Oh, look it! I was there last night.
Oh, yeah, that's where you do your trivia.
Yeah, it is.
Dox yourself too much, but
I don't mind.
So basically,
doxed.
Every Monday, I'm writing a newsletter that tells folks what there is going to be, what they can be looking forward to at Audio.
Oh, I love it. Look at you go.
So it breaks down. Monday, Louder Than Crowder came out. Kent Beale Mind Summit returned on
hold
Tuesday.
on. Who's going to be on Kent? I got to see this.
Kent, this comedian named Joe Canale. Yeah,
I'm just going with Cannavale because it reminds me of Cannavale.
Third season. Oh, Bobby Cannavale, of course. Yeah. Third season of Kent returned. I'm
going to have to ask my sister about this book. That seems like in her wheelhouse.
It's a joke. It's an improv comedy podcast.
Oh, life coach to the life coaches.
Yeah, that's Kent Beagle, life coach to life coaches. And then he has, so Kent Beagle is Ross Kimball, by the way.
Yes, I know.
My good friend Ross Kimball.
Yeah.
And he is a self-help guru, former athlete who...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, who has guests on his show who are typically other improv comedians who play characters. In this, Stephen Crumler is an author of a book called... Wait, I'm trying to think what this week, it was like the empathy paradox is what the book was called. So the guy is arguing against the concept of empathy.
I mean, it sounds like something that would be actually on Crowder.
Yeah, well, kind of. So it's funny. New episode came out. Season 3 is going to be great. But if you want to go back, there's great episodes like you were just pointing out, the life coach to the life coaches with Gav Veeling, who's Adam McKay, the director of...
Oh.
Lots of great.
Don't Look Up.
Yep. What's Dick? Is that the Cheney movie that he did?
Oh, so
I
good.
think so. And also Bobby Moynihan, formerly of SNL, is on the show as well. So
wow,
cool stuff. And then I was talking about Frightday Mornings on Tuesday, came out on YouTube and Twitch. And I put up a little episode teaser of that. Thursday, Frightday returns with what I said was a break from our horror countdown, best films of 2025, because we haven't discussed that yet. I don't think we've watched enough horror films yet to give a full competent breakdown.
I know the problem. We've been doing so many things that I think you were right, Byron. There's some danger in doing some kind of an authoritative review of the year when I don't know that we should count ourselves an authority because we missed too much.
Exactly. So I said that we were going to be talking about some other stuff.
So perhaps do we do that in March?
It sounds like a good time to do it, right?
Why not?
Honestly, there's no rules. But then I said last week we did Cinema Autopsy. I don't know if you saw this lovely little picture that we made here.
Oh, look, it looks like I'm drinking wine, but I'm not.
It's not. It's Martinelli's, which I don't know if you remember how hard you tried to open that Martinelli's at the top of the show.
Hard. It was really difficult. It's fun. Yeah, I don't open bottles really.
And then I said on Friday, which I do have, this is a lie. I said that there's going to be a rebroadcast of the September 28th episode of Casual Frightday. There will not be a new episode of Casual Frightday because I found out that Dennis and I actually...
What?
There's something called Don't Tell Comedy. It's like a pretty kind of cool little thing that folks are doing. Basically, they're pop-up comedy shows that happen across the country.
Really?
And they don't tell you where the venue is or who's going to be on the show until the morning of the show. So this one's going to be at a cafe. It's a BYOB.
Somewhere in Missoula?
Yeah. So Dennis and I got tickets to that. So we're not going to be doing Casual Friday.
Okay, wait a second. So are these going to be out-of-town comedians?
Yeah.
That come here?
Yeah.
So it could be somebody really cool.
Could be. It could be Reggie Watts. Who knows? Because, that guy's from Great Falls. But
he's pretty cool.
Kind of cool. So no Casual Friday, unfortunately.
Wow.
But the other thing that I'm going to be doing...
Wish you would tell me about these cool things.
Why? Wait, why? You don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, fine. Next time. But also, I'm including something called My 5 Favorite Things. So... Every week, if you want to see my 5 favorite things, you can check out audioworld.substack.com. That's all.
Your 5 favorite things.
Well, and that was what I was going to say is I think occasionally, Kelly, I would love to have you...
A takeover?
Sure, why not? You could write the looming newsletter, and that's a lot of fun. That's all.
Oh, I love that. When do you need it submitted to you if I'm going to do it?
It drops Monday morning, so if you want to write it on Sunday night, you can certainly do that. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just
doing large mouth noises.
My brain's just churning about ideas for mine.
Let's not worry about that. Kelly, it's time for us to get back to work because these DVD copies of, what do we got? Do you have anything? I feel like no one's returning the movies. We don't have any large stacks of anything necessarily. Let's just make it Good Burger.
Okay, that's great. That's a good one.
They're not going to put themselves away. It is time for staff picks.
They say so much, but they never tell you if it's any good.
Werewolf movie with E.T.'s mom in it.
The Howling, horror, straight ahead.
Seems like that one was just for me. The Good Burger drop has nothing to do with Together.
No. No, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. Those two guys were pretty codependent.
Oh, interesting. Keenan and Kel are quite codependent.
Yeah.
Wonderful work. Not Keenan and Kel, of course, but Ed and what was Keenan's name? We know Ed, of course.
I don't know. You're the one that should know that, though.
I should. It's one of my favorite movies. But either way, speaking of movies, Kelly, do you want to take it away? Mine's really easy because it's just I picked it purely for aesthetics, and it's honestly not a film I really enjoyed that much. I just wanted to kind of say if you like the kind of the gross out body horror elements of this film, you might enjoy something called Society from 1989.
Oh.
Do you know this one?
No, never even heard of it until you talked about it here.
Beverly Hills is known as a society of wealth and privilege, but Billy Whitney doesn't seem to be getting his share. He thinks everyone is out to get him, even his friends.
You never were one of us.
He thinks that he doesn't belong.
Hell, they don't even look like me. Why are you guys doing this to me, huh?
He believes he's seeing things. Bad things beyond reality. Is it just his imagination?
I'm not paranoid. All my fears are real.
Or has Billy uncovered something terrible, something unspeakable?
Don't go home, Billy.
What, you've been living with these people all your life and you didn't know anything about this?
If you don't follow the rules, Billy, bad things happen.
You know you'll make such a great contribution to society.
Who are you?
And now Billy
Deep State?
Showtime, Billy!
is fighting for more than just his sanity. He's fighting
This movie actually looks great.
for his life. The time is coming for Billy to take his place in society.
It is interesting that you point out the parallels to that kind of, society. I haven't watched this for a long time. I think I saw it. It was a Joe Bob film for a while.
Oh, okay.
Or one of the early returns to Joe Bob. But Brian Yuzuna is the name of the director. I think he was a big. You know what put a bad taste in my mouth about this one? You remember we had a writer at Frightday.com that was kind of a weird dude for a little bit?
Okay, yes, but I'm like vague shadows of this memory.
Yeah, well, this was his favorite director, and...
Oh, so you just automatically disliked it then?
I think so. Just because we had kind of an odd experience with someone a long time ago, who very well, we just had different tastes of what we wanted in a, horror film, but...
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah,
maybe you should revisit it then.
Maybe we should, because I don't know. I was gonna flash up on screen some of the reasons that I think that Society makes a good pairing here. Look at this. This is kind of one of the legendary images. Is this?
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Ass man here. See, it's even on the poster there. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of mushy melding and merging in this little film. So
okay, that's pretty fun.
A lot of fun. So maybe we revisit Society at some point. Maybe this is the next Cinema Autopsy, really.
Oh, that could be a great one.
Right? Like I think that maybe I need to give this film another shot. So could be fun.
I'm very into that.
What are you into in terms of your staff pick this week, Kelly?
Well, so one of the movies that rocked my world more than just about any other, I would say, in my 20s was a movie called Closer.
Wait, Kelly.
Which I refer to as love horror.
Love horror, huh?
Yeah. So like Midsummer, Closer, and incidentally Together, I think are some of the most powerful love horror movies.
I don't recall this being a horror film.
Oh.
So it is.
Oh, the song though is great.
Just like you said.
Even Oliver likes it.
With this face, this vision.
Yep.
You were perfect.
Life goes easy on me.
Is this
It was the moment of my life.
Love is an accident waiting
You
to
came
happen.
to, you said, hello, stranger.
What a floozy.
I thought that was Shane Sossaman for a second.
No, it's Portman. Do you remember how much everybody was in love with her?
Well, yeah, Garden.
I love everything about you.
Eyes off of you.
You're wonderful.
Oh,
Don't ever forget it.
Good.
Come here.
do we need to do the whole trailer?
Yes. Yes.
I know we did the whole society.
I know.
Jude Law kissing. Intimacy is a lie, we tell ourselves.
I'm not trouble.
Yep. See, you getting the horror vibes yet?
Yeah.
Kissed me.
What are you, 12? My boyfriend's here.
He's here, where?
There.
He's very pretty.
She's very tall.
Did you have sex with him?
Yes.
Is he good? Answer the question!
Why are you doing this?
Did you ever love me?
I'm waiting for you.
Do what?
Leave me.
I totally love you. What is this?
You're lying. I've been you.
So grim. It's so
Are you
grim.
flirting with me?
Maybe.
Oh, jeez. That looked like a shot from.
Why did you
Guards.
swear eternal love when all you wanted was excitement?
It's so grim.
Love bores you.
No. It disappoints me.
You women don't understand the territory. Because you are the territory.
It's not Aurora.
If you believe in love at first sight,
Yep.
you never stop looking.
Yep.
Hello, stranger.
Oh, God, that just made me feel
Interesting.
nauseous again. I mean, this, I really.
No, I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Like, it just really messed me up for how, I don't know, trust in relationships and people's capacity to be loyal versus selfish. And I don't know, the whole thing. I had more
relate.
nightmares.
I can't relate. I've had very
good luck,
wonderful track record in my personal relationships.
I mean, it's like human nature's rough, man. And this movie, I think, really captures it. The closing scene, which does feature the song that the trailer opened with.
Yeah, the one that got our episode removed from YouTube, probably.
Oh, probably, yeah. I just have vivid memories of hysterically sobbing.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah, but it's a great movie. I highly recommend it. Honestly, I think that, Byron, if you haven't seen it, you should see it.
I think I probably saw it when
you should see it again.
Came out.
I'll tell you what, anybody who isn't in a relationship, it makes you feel good to not be in a relationship.
It's funny because, like, this reminds me of a film that I would have put, because it came out 2004.
Okay.
I might have been working at the video store when this came out. It seems like very much a movie. There was 1 million copies in both wide and full screen edition.
I mean, it was a little bit under the radar, though. It had a whole bunch of big names in it. It wasn't like some huge blockbuster. I don't think it just messed me up. So anyhow, if you are feeling, really like your year is off to a start without a great relationship, highly recommend watching this and then following up with Together, because it's more of like a comedic spin on this.
You know what's really interesting about this, Kelly, is that it's directed by Mike Nichols.
Yeah.
Who directed another film, or maybe was it the stage version or the film? It was the film. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Which was a film that influenced Together. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, he also did The Graduate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good director. Pretty
important director. And he died about a decade after this one was made. This was one of his last movies.
Interesting.
But it's interesting to me even that, I mean, he made this when he was like 70-some years old.
To have this kind of perspective on young love, Maybe this has always been a thing.
Well, I mean, he was married and divorced 3 times, married 4 times.
Oh, this guy loves love.
You know who he was married to when he died?
Who?
Diane Sawyer.
The journalist.
Yeah.
Huh.
Fascinating, eh?
That is fascinating. Well, time for us to close up shop, of course.
Yeah, sorry.
If you ever come to our door and we're closed, you can give us a call at 1-833-374-4489, 1-833-FRIGHT9. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
And we're going to be actually listening to a phone call that we received on Behind the Screams this week. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the show. But
okay.
Yeah. Kelly, we're closed, but that doesn't mean we're done talking. It means that it's time for us to discuss a little film called Together.
It even sounds like closer.
Stop talking over this part.
Okay, everybody tells me to.
One person told you to.
No, everybody else tells me to, too.
That's not true.
I'm going to take a poll in Discord.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
Oh, don't know why it made that noise. And I forgot to turn myself back up. Together! Kelly, it's a 2025 supernatural body horror written and directed by Michael Shanks in his directorial debut. Years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads when they move to the countryside, abandoning all that is familiar in their lives except each other. With tensions already flaring, a nightmarish encounter with a mysterious unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. Yep.
What do you think Dave's relationship is with his brother at this point?
Okay, we don't need to get into that.
Michael
Shanks,
I found myself wondering about it a lot.
Australian filmmaker who essentially attended what they're calling a YouTube university, Kelly. Do you know anything about that one?
I don't, but I think this movie was phenomenal. So some people are born with it.
And
it's not always Maybelline.
Okay, sure. As a teen, he taught himself filmmaking by watching online tutorials on editing, VFX software, and music recording, sound effects. Kind of like me and my boys did. All through.
Little bit. You're kind of a YouTube university.
Before there was YouTube, I had Dennis, and that was kind of
Dennis and YouTube University.
Yeah, Dennis.
How did Dennis learn all of it?
He's a brilliant man.
He just like osmosis. The aliens just beamed it into him.
I guess so. We were watching some of the short films we made as projects for our drama class because instead of doing like writing plays and performing them, Dennis and I would make little short films. We did Garden City Showdown. We did something called American Cake.
Is there anywhere that people can watch these?
I will never show anyone these.
Why?
They're pretty good. And
so why wouldn't you?
Well, maybe someday.
Seems fun.
Maybe as a behind the screen.
I love this.
We'll do a little Byron McKoy short film festival.
We totally should, Byron.
I'll share the video of how we were working on a war drama. And we wanted to get a shot of me being shot by machine guns. So we took the plastic lid of a coffee can and a burlap sack and put it under a button-up shirt of mine and then strapped a bunch of fireworks with a Ziploc bag full of fake blood to it.
Oh my gosh.
So that was pretty
That's
safe,
incredible.
Safe and cool. That seems like a welcome to Jackass kind of thing.
Well, that just seems fun.
Oh, sure. It is fun to to potentially injure yourself. But all that said, very appreciative of my YouTube, which was Dennis.
I mean, what do you think about his YouTube training?
Mike here?
Yeah.
Well, clearly it was good enough because while he was still in high school, he won a 2008 film competition run by The Escapist magazine. I mentioned he's in Australia, so I don't know what The Escapist magazine is. It might be good. I don't know. But the prize, Kelly, was to produce a web series pilot. And he turned this comedy sketch into a pilot for this competition. And then it eventually became an online series. And so straight out of high school, basically, he had what he's saying is, quote, about 18 months of this crash course in filmmaking. I had to deliver episodes every fortnight. And for people who don't know,
2 weeks.
2 weeks, Abe Lincoln style.
British, actually.
Well, sure. So I'd have a couple days to write them and then shoot them with whichever friends were unemployed at the time to begrudgingly act, in quotes. So this was called Doomsday Arcade, which ended up being about 25 episodes long. But I don't know. I didn't watch any of those.
Oh, well, that's kind of fun. We should do that too.
Yeah. So before that, even, he had a YouTube channel called Tim Fed, TimTimFed. Don't know what it means, but he still uses this. But the last upload was just the trailer for tonight's film Together.
So interesting.
It's been a bit, but
okay.
You're kind of after the brothers who don't write their own movies, according to you.
Okay. Well,
Raka, those boys.
I'm saying that movie did not match the tone of their public personas.
Even though I presented
I'm not saying that they can't write movies.
Okay, well,
I'm saying that movie didn't seem like it matched their persona.
Also,
that
YouTubers.
Specific movie.
A lot of people are getting their start by self-releasing shorts on YouTube, and that's kind of cool and exciting. The barrier is breaking a little bit, but. The mid-2000s, he wrote and directed a short film called Time Trap. It says here he directed music videos for the actor Guy Pearce, which I didn't look into. I meant to.
Really?
I took a note to take a peek, but I didn't.
Kidding.
In 2015, he directed a segment for Adult Swim's Off the Air, which I don't know if this is the same as like how they did those late nights fake infomercials that would come out. I think it's not that, but it could
it's something. Okay.
This is being called a psychedelic anthology series with each having a theme, kind of like a video mixtape, similar to, hey buddy, please don't just scratch your new bed. I bought him 2 new beds for Christmas, and he likes to try to rip them up, which is very exciting and nice.
Yep.
It's a heating pad too. He really enjoys it. But a video mixtape, kind of like liquid television on MTV, but a trick that they do is they process all of these through 3 different video editing softwares to kind of create a data moshing effect. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No clue.
It's just a distorted kind of oddness to it. But the year after that, wrote and directed and starred in something called The Wizard of Oz, and that is AUS for Australia.
Of Oz.
Oz, yes. Sorry for speaking so quickly. It's a comedy fantasy series for SBS, which I imagine is Sydney Broadcasting Station, maybe? I could have looked that up. It's about a wizard who emerges to Melbourne. I tried my best to Melbourne, and faces backlash from the local community, which is something that we don't know a dang thing about, right?
Nope.
No sort of immigrant kind of.
No. People around here are super nice.
Yeah, everything's good here.
Yeah.
So that doesn't
give us. You're tired. You're hungry.
Can't relate to this. Yeah. Originally convinced. It was originally a 6-part online series, but then it aired as 3 30-minute television episodes. So then came Together, Kelly. He wrote saying, Together is an exploration of his own long-term relationship. Going on to explain, my partner and I have been together for 15 years, almost half of my life. I can barely remember who I was without her, and the notion of fully sharing your life with someone is something I was interested in exploring, which I think is kind of a really gentle way of explaining this film without making his relationship seem kind of difficult, right?
Right. I mean, which is nice. I think that's graceful.
Oh, for sure. Because, I mean, of course, all relationships like this, we all have our doubts. So
yes.
No reason to blame him for this. But he wrote the first draft and registered it with the Writers Guild of America in 2019. And this will, why I'm saying that will make sense here in a second. Received development funding from Screen Australia the next year in 2020. And like he said, the character of Tim is loosely based on himself, particularly following the death of his father, which happened very suddenly. So they don't really explore that too much in this, but I think it was kind of I liked it that they didn't make it like a heavy exposition kind of moment. Like, he discusses it briefly, and there's like these night terrors that I think are related to the loss of his family, right? But
yes, but like not just loss of his family, but like horrific circumstances of that loss.
But they don't dwell on it, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Dude, he says, I wrote Tim as a dark shadow version of myself that has just been this demon I don't want to name hanging over my life. So,
oof.
Yeah. Yeah. So, to add to this, his partner became pregnant during the film's release with the due date at the end of the press tour. And he said on that, we're at the point now where we're going to be having this child, which is about as connected and fused with someone as you can possibly be.
Literally, yeah.
I don't know if it's, I mean, you're separated, but fused in a different way, right? Like, I don't have kids with anyone else, so I don't know exactly how to describe that feeling, but...
No, I think that's actually a really appropriate description.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Like...
I mean, well...
You're literally fusing something else together to create something
You're
new.
like, the thing that emerges is like a fusion of the two DNA. I mean, like, it is.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not you. It's an extension of yourself in a different way. Right?
True,
yeah.
true. In fact, Sam's always reminding me.
This is a separate individual person.
Because it's a very easy comparison for me to make that I can understand creatures' thought processes a little bit better because they remind me of my own. And I feel like Puckwudgies are a little bit more reminiscent of his.
Which means you love... I'm just kidding.
Well, no, if anything, it makes me like more protective of Puck because I'm like... It's less known. I can get more annoyed with Creech because I see myself and I'm like, God, Kelly, so stupid. Why are you doing that? But like with Puck, I'm like, oh, geez, you poor kid. I don't know what's going on in your head.
I think it's funny because like that's, how I can brutally pick on you sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's because we're so close, mm-hmm. There's something to that where.
That's true. That is really true.
We're mean to the people we care about the most.
It's so true.
It's an awful thing to do.
It's true.
Sick way to be. But
yeah, that's okay.
Mike wanted to avoid over-explaining the mythology of this film.
Fair.
Which makes sense. Yeah. Saying,
I do have a couple questions for him, though.
If a film stops to over-explain its own lore, it can be a little bit like listening to somebody read a Wikipedia page. And I am not reading a Wikipedia page about this, just so you know.
I was just going to say, that's fine.
When I started writing the script, I definitely was thinking this was going to be a straight horror. I do think of this as a horror film, but the more the film goes on, the humor starts to come out.
Agreed.
The situation becomes so intense. So, yeah, how do you feel about Dave Franco and Alison Brie being attached to this? They came on in February of 2024.
Well, they're a couple, right?
Yeah, real-life married couple. We covered one of their films. I think Dave co-wrote it with Joe Swanberg called The Rental, which also, I think both of them were in it. I know Allison was.
Was he in it?
He might have just directed it.
I don't know if he was in it or not. I'm not saying he wasn't. I
don't remember.
It wasn't. It doesn't ring a bell in my brain, but that means nothing.
You know who it was? It was Dan Stevens and Jeremy Allen White, the bear himself.
The bear was in it?
Yeah, that's so funny. Because
it is funny when I watch movies before they became like really famous to me.
Yeah, because I was a fan of Jeremy from Shameless. And another movie called Shotgun that I saw at South by Southwest. I think the name changed at some point. But it's funny that I didn't even realize that Jeremy was in this.
Wow.
And that it was Dan Stevens, not Dave Franco. But Dave did direct that film with Allison in it. They've been collaborators on projects.
How long have they been married?
I think since 2017. I wrote it down somewhere.
Okay, so a while.
Well, if Rental came out in 2020, yeah, I think they were married in 2017 or 2019. But either way, real life married couple. Since 2017, it says right here on my notes. I don't know how I feel about the kind of meta weight of that.
Oh, I kind of like it.
It's interesting, but what I did pull from some quotes is that Dave and Allison actually didn't want to bring any of their personal relationship into their characters in the movie,
and I felt like that was probably the case. I mean, I would hope that neither of them suck as much in their relationship as the two people sucked in this relationship.
And they're both professional actors enough that I could see them, acting as these independent characters who are in a long-term serious relationship without actually being authentically, reflecting their marriage. But it's interesting, though. It's like kind of an odd little meta choice, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you aren't going to use that, why would you hire a married couple, right? Like,
well, because I think they probably, well, I don't know. It's nice though, because when you think about it, Shanks could have gone the direction that, let's say, a Stanley Kubrick goes, trying to just end marriages.
Sure, yeah. By the way, Nicole Kidman back on the market officially this week.
Yep.
Divorced.
Yep. Well,
from that Australian, another interesting little tie here.
Yeah.
Keith was his name.
Urban, yes. Yeah, I was about to say Richards, and then I was like, nope, different one.
Guy.
Different dude.
Different Keith.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought they did a really good job, and I liked knowing that they were that they were married, but I don't think that it messed with like my experience of the movie in any negative way. At least.
I think in a way it's like a kind of a magnetic thing to want to see that, be like, it's a hook. You're like, oh, it's Dave and Allison.
But it didn't, I never felt like I was on the inside of their relationship there, I guess.
And certainly wasn't distracting.
Yeah.
But premiered at Sundance in January 26th of 2025 as a midnighter, which sparked critics were kind of raving, not critics. Folks who were at the premiere were excited about it, and it sparked a bidding war between A24, Neon, Apple TV Plus, Focus Features, Searchlight, Mubi, and Amazon MGM. So that's all of them, right?
Which is very understandable.
And I guess I would say one of the stars of 2025, Neon, officially acquired worldwide distribution for $17 million. Is that how right? Yeah, that's how it works. Which is the first major sale of Sundance.
And this Michael Shanks must be about young.
Young guy, yeah.
About young.
But the movie almost didn't happen, Kelly.
May
of 2025, Mike, Dave, and Allison, as well as Endeavor and Neon, were sued by Studio Fest and a writer-director named Patrick Henry Phelan. And Phelan was saying that they stole the film, basically copyright infringement from his 2023 film called Better Half. And the lawsuit alleged that the film Better Half was pitched to Allison and Dave in August of 2020. And Mike denied the allegations. Again, why I said that he wrote and registered the first draft in 2019 and received that funding in 2020, which is ahead of the release of the other film, Better Half. So.
Oh, okay.
So it seemed like, that's kind of a slam dunk, right? Like.
Yeah.
But he described the lawsuit as, quote, devastating, which is pretty sad. Like, probably a sensitive guy like myself. Even if he's got good, solid proof of, it being correct, it's just not fun to be.
Yeah.
To have your parade rained on, really.
Like to have when somebody yucks your yum, it's a bummer.
And if it's your directorial feature length, debut, and someone's like, there's this kind of negative stink attached to it.
I wonder how he got in with this, though. Like, how did he snag these two as a newbie director? Like, that just seems impressive to me.
Basically, his agent pitched Dave with the script.
So lucky.
Good agent, right?
Yeah, heck of a good agent. Also, just fun fact, first of all, for those of you out there who are upset about... Gotta be really careful with my words here. Violence being done to animals.
Oh.
The start of this movie has a pretty big trigger warning regarding dogs. Okay.
Would you call it violence against dogs? I don't know.
Well, yes. Yeah. Dogs being harmed. I actually had a discussion with my friend last night. I don't think I would say the dogs die. But I think that... The beginning can be triggering.
Sure.
Digging a little deeper, I found out that Dave and Allison are in fact cat people.
Oh.
They have cats, not dogs.
So they glued those dogs together for real.
So maybe.
Okay, they injured these dogs.
No, they didn't injure dogs for real. But
let's start this film though. Yeah, the prologue, the opening, the cold opening, the kind of warning. The film starts with this search party looking through the forest for a missing couple who we find are named Carrie and Simon. And there's two search dogs. They enter this cave and drink from this. It's kind of a spooky cave. It is
a spooky cave
compared to it's who's the guy who designed all the stuff from Alien?
Oh, Geiger.
It's Geiger.
Yeah, the hole in the ground is very Geiger-esque.
Yeah, it's kind of like that butthole in Society as well.
It is a little bit like the butthole in Society.
Yeah. So The butthole of society. Interesting.
Butthole,
Got to think.
boy,
think a little bit about that. But yeah, these dogs drink out of it, and eventually they do become grotesquely fused together in a kennel, which is kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think that's like violence towards animals.
Okay. Literally, there's blood everywhere.
Blood doesn't always mean.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anybody who's disturbed by harm being done to animals is going to be disturbed by that opening.
I'll give you that, I guess. But it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a dark, quirky, comedic little moment too, because of how bizarre.
It's very weird. I didn't take it, and I did not take that part as comedic. But as the movie went on, there were parts that I thought were flat out hilarious.
There's something about the absurdity of that. But yeah, let's meet Millie and Tim. They're preparing to move from the city, which I don't know exactly which city. It felt like New York. But
it felt like New York.
But the strange thing is they moved to Washington State, which is...
Was it Washington State that they said they were moving to?
That's what the script says, which is interesting because that's like on the opposite side of the country, right?
Was it Seattle?
I don't think it was Seattle because it's kind of a small town.
Well, no, they said it was a 2-hour drive.
2 hour. Oh, see, that's bizarre. You're right. Maybe it was Seattle. Good point.
If it's Washington, it has to be Seattle.
Yeah. Because it's not Tacoma.
No, it's definitely not Tacoma.
It's not Tacoma. It's
not Bellingham.
No, it's not Salem. Well, it's Oregon.
It is Oregon.
Ah, shoot. I was trying to keep our bit going.
I guess it could be Vancouver if it's over the...
That's British Columbia.
Border.
All right. So, kind of like... Oh, you didn't see To Die For yet.
No, I haven't.
You have to see that movie.
Okay,
it's
well.
so good. But I gotta say, these couples move into like rural places together. It just seems like it doesn't work out very well, right?
Well, I feel like it'd be kind of like if Sam and I tried to move to a city, it probably wouldn't work very well.
That's a good point. Yeah. But so Tim's a struggling musician. He hasn't really done anything for a number of years.
Following some tragedy in his own life.
Sure, yeah, that's a good reason for it. But he also just to add to it, he's been removed from his label, and he's kind of struggling with this. And
just get back on the label, man.
You just got to get back on.
Just get back on the label.
You just ask, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. His dumb friends at this going away party were giving him some advice.
Dumb.
But Millie's got this new job as a teacher, so they're having a going away party with some friends, and Tim's given a really bad speech at the party. They accidentally match, which was kind of a moment that she thought was charming, something that he ended up, I don't know if you caught, he changed his clothes after that.
Yep. Oh, that was the first thing I noticed.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I went into this knowing it was going to be relationship horror.
We had a
and so I was
discussion
looking
about this.
for relationship horror elements.
Like,
and I was like, oh, God, the passive aggressive. And just like, I don't know. It's Midsummer really bothered me because the idea of like being in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be in a relationship with you is just like
especially there's the horror of hindsight as well, right? Like,
and so when she is just so seemingly like, oh no, like he's so excited about this, and
she's oblivious to it.
Kind of oblivious, and that is a trigger for me because I'm like, everybody knows I can be pretty oblivious to things.
Well, I think
and so like
everyone,
God,
they have those moments of insecurity where they're thinking like, what if my perception is incorrect, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I assume that most people have that. Who knows? But
100%.
Yeah. So at this going away party, Tim's giving this speech, and behind him, Millie takes a knee and does a little proposal.
Yeah, but I didn't understand that. Like, why was it fake?
So it was a fake proposal?
I mean, like why? Because they don't believe in rings or something? Like, I don't really know.
Or was this because, like, suddenly she, like, a wave of insecurity washed over her where she...
No, because she was talking to her friend before it, and her friend was like, do you think he suspects it? And she's like, oh, no, not at all.
Interesting.
And, like, it had been planned, very clearly planned, which I thought was very
weird.
It's
like, pantomimed, invisible proposal.
Yeah, very strange.
And she's asking him to spend the rest of his life with her. So he has a kind of a clearly bad reaction to this.
Very bad.
Freezes up, but eventually says, of course, and they have some rough moments in bed later.
Oh, yeah. Well, it becomes clear that they have not been intimate in a while. Like, that's a theme that's, like, recurring. It's very clear he has a conversation with his friends. He's not super jazzed about moving. And it's, kind of your very standard trite, like, his friends, oh, you got to ask permission. Oh, like, it was very...
Well, but her friends are also pointing out that, like...
He's not fun anymore.
They're saying, and she's trying to defend his lack of enthusiasm by bringing up things that he had done for her in the past,
right?
Like a decade ago,
right?
Right. So
yeah.
They moved though. They go through with it.
They do.
And they settle into this beautiful little.
Cute.
They call it a rural house. This is not.
It's a fancy ass house.
A nice house. So, Tim, he doesn't know how to drive because he's kind of a loser as well. But
which just the subtle like emasculating cuts that she makes at him, I thought were really interesting.
Well, the dynamic has shifted from the traditional male-female roles. Like she's got this new job and he doesn't have a job.
So it's a teacher who moves.
How are you living
for
in a house?
Teaching job?
Like when I was working at the place I worked before, where I was basically designing stuffed animals for like D&D podcasts, I was making more money than teachers do. Like,
yeah, teachers don't. I mean, granted, Montana is the worst, but like teachers aren't known to make a ton of money.
And she's supporting him, and they're buying a house on a teacher's salary. It's great. It's got to be a very high stress transition. That's all I'm saying, right? Like,
yeah.
And so he doesn't have a driver's license, so he's kind of trapped in this, not only physically like trapped and emotionally kind of trapped as well, right?
Yeah, and also just seems to be pretty unsure of himself. Like he obviously has pretty low self-esteem. I think he mentions really early on in the movie, I suck.
Yeah.
And that comes up a couple more times. It just bummed me out, man.
I mean, yeah, I think it is a kind of a bummer, like watching these two people fake that everything's okay, right? Like,
yeah.
And, watching them clearly fearing kind of each other in a way, right? Like, because Tim doesn't want to lose himself, and he sees himself losing him by coming together, coming closer, being more intimate with her.
Yeah.
And she's having to take care of him basically.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's tough.
Yes. Well, but also I think she seems very happy to step into this role. I don't think she's like feeling burdened in any way. I feel like
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think she feels like he's not reciprocating to a certain degree, right? Like, I mean,
my sense was that the only way she felt upset was him not
being intimate.
Yeah. I don't think like the
money wasn't a concern.
No, I didn't sense that.
No, I agree. But when he's staying up late to try to learn guitar parts, even though they just moved 2 hours away from that being his goal, right? Like, pardon me. She's like, come to bed, and he's like, I have to learn these guitar parts, and she's like, well, we moved here basically to not do that,
Right.
So,
right.
But they try to do some fun little recreation to come closer now that they live in this quote unquote rural place. They go on a hike, and they're caught in a rainstorm and dramatically fall into that underground cave where those dogs were,
which is very, very creepy.
I mean, yeah. I guess I do also want to point out that Tim did use his iPhone to find a compass, and I didn't know that iPhones had compasses. So that's
okay. I did know that
lesson that I learned from watching this movie.
I definitely knew that, but also as they're out there, first of all, neither of them were very well prepared for what was going on. But
they had a large blanket for the picnic.
I looked at Sam and I was like, I'm sorry. I know that that's who I am when we're outdoors. And he kind of laughed because it really is. I mean, I am not useful.
Sure.
In those situations.
Well, I mean, all you need to do, Kelly, is follow the bells.
Well, I don't know that you should,
maybe
though.
It's a bad idea.
If there's one thing I learned from this, it was maybe to not.
So these bells, these kind of like church bells, had been hung on this path that they were following, and there was a large church bell kind of embedded in the walls of the cave. But once they're in the cave, they decide to, I guess, stay the night, which I don't know why they didn't try to get out sooner, but whatever, that's fine. They try to light a fire. They have some kind of nostalgic memories about the early days of their relationship, watching Man versus Wild. Again, Tim's ability to, find his confidence is not really. The opportunity is short-lived, and his fire building is not excellent. But they, I guess, have kind of some sweet moments together. But in this time underground, Tim gives his water bottle to Millie and drinks.
Which is very sweet.
That's nice. Drinks from the butthole from society.
Yeah.
And they go to bed. He has some kind of horrific nightmares, as he typically does. It seems like this is an ongoing issue with him, these night terrors. But they wake up and their shins are fused together, just ever so slightly, enough that they can pull them apart. But Kelly, that's a large wound, by the way.
Oh my gosh. And just like the noise of it. Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that.
Did not like that.
The beginnings of our body horror film. But
yeah.
Very Geiger-esque cave. But yeah, they very easily climb out of the cave in the morning.
Which I didn't understand that at all.
That's just a little plot hole for me. I was like, I don't know, guys.
I mean, it wasn't slippery, I guess, because it wasn't raining. So maybe that was like the whole thing.
Yeah, but would you stay overnight in a wet cave? Or would you, be uncomfortable for 15, 20, 30 minutes trying to crawl out of a cave at night?
But I think it might have been a capacity, not a discomfort thing.
Like they couldn't see, or it was
or like
too
the
wet?
Sides of it that they were crawling up on, like were just like falling down because it was like muddy and wet.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But either way,
that's just my guess.
Either way, the symptoms start ramping up, Kelly. Tim has this kind of, I guess once Millie goes to work at school, he finds himself in the shower, and there's this fun little scene. I think the thing that really sets this movie apart is the commitment to the physicality. Like, so Franco's in the shower, and as Millie's driving away, he finds his body being almost hypnotically pulled in her direction. So he's slamming against the walls of the shower, like slowly being drug across the walls, like kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, right?
It is. Which was funny because Sam and I watched this, and it wasn't until like the end where he was like, oh, I just realized he was being drugged like in the direction that she was turning with the car. Like
really?
Half an hour later, I'm like, how did you miss that?
I don't know. Sometimes I miss things. I'm glad I watched this again, because I'd watched this when it came out initially over the summer. I almost forgot all of the Belle stuff, which is
really
funny, right? Like,
yeah, the Belle stuff's pretty like,
prominent
core.
Yeah. But Millie meets a gentleman at the school after stealing tea from a bitch.
And she was rude.
Yeah, she was rude. But this guy, what was his name? Jamie? Does that make sense? I feel like
Jamie was his name.
Yeah,
it was.
Is this teacher who is actually her neighbor, and they become kind of fast friends, I guess.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. And it also just another point of like awkward interaction between she and her boyfriend.
It's this
like,
separation though. She's a new person, right? Like she gets this fresh start, and she gets to be seen as something new as well. And I don't think that there's no romantic tension to me.
No, but Dave insinuates that there is.
Yeah, and I think from the outside, like, she's uncomfortable with this because, again, she's getting this fresh start and this new feeling that she hasn't had it for a long time, right? Like, not that she's romantically, it's just she's new, right? Like,
right. Yes. Yeah. I agree.
So, yeah, like, things continue to kind of ramp up in the body magnetate. What would we say? Like
magnetism,
I guess, right? I don't know. The force between them is ramping up. We didn't talk about the ceiling though. The rat stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's just where it brings in kind of the
trauma. The trauma history. I don't know that we need to go into that.
I agree completely. Yeah. The bathroom stall scene, though, I do want to talk a little bit about that. Franco's going to play guitar in his buddy's band, but she's not going to drop him off all the way. She wants to drop him off at the train station. And I'm like, he's being kind of a baby about this, right?
Okay, well, it looked to me, and I could be wrong, but it looked to me like she didn't even drop him off at the train station. She dropped him off like part way to the train station.
Kind of, right?
And I was like, what the that's rude.
I don't know if I care that much about this. Like, he's making the decision to try to hang on to this old part of himself, which he agreed to leave behind. Right? Like,
I don't know that he agreed to leave it behind. He agreed to go do this thing with her, but I'm all about, try to make it all work.
Sounds like communication should have been involved, right?
Yeah,
like, I think
more communication always.
She clearly liked him as a musician, so I think that she would have supported any decision that he would have had, but he kind of kept it as a secret, though, right? Like, I mean, not a secret, but like kept it as like a
like a
she's going to be pissed about this kind of thing.
Right.
And we don't,
right.
I guess we don't have the insight into their relationship.
Yeah,
so maybe
who knows?
that is something that she wanted him to stop doing. But either way, drops him off kind of at the train station. But as she leaves, he becomes, I guess, violently drawn towards her.
Like the further she gets, the more sick he gets.
Yeah, so much so that he leaves that lovely tweed Fender amp and guitar at the train station.
Did that make you sad?
I was pretty
Did that
pissed.
hurt you when you saw that?
Well, I don't disrespect equipment like that.
Like, no, what is going on?
I don't know why he's doing that.
Can't handle it.
There's a lot to carry, but I think he could have done
funny.
it. So he ends up walking himself all the way back to the school where he starts almost feverishly kissing her and saying that they need to have sex
immediately.
Yes,
like immediately, like it is an emergency.
Which is something that she's been wanting from him for a while. So they wind up in the boys' stall. They have some hot sex, way too loud for boys' room, but
well, yeah, and like it's just a weird. I don't know.
Wait, what don't you know?
Well, what bothered me about this was that when they obviously got caught, because obviously they were going to get caught.
Yeah, little boy.
She blames him, and I'm like, dude,
it takes two to tango.
Literally,
I guess, right?
It just that really bothered me. It was one of those like she's just blaming him for anything that goes wrong. I felt like that was
just
pretty
more
crummy.
insight into their relationship,
Yeah,
right?
It made me sad.
They kind of, it's funny the shift, the perspectives that we have that are different. Like who's to blame in this? But, that's kind of the thing. Is
like it's a great litmus test for like how you view different pieces of relationships too.
Yeah. Well, funny though, who do you think hurt more in the next what happened next in this sequence?
It's hard for me to understand who hurt more.
The anatomy, right?
Oh,
so what
just
happens
awful.
After they get done having sex, they unfortunately become fused together.
Which I knew. I mean, the second, like you knew that was coming.
Of course, yeah.
You're just waiting for it. It's like when they take out the electric saw early. You're like, well, I know this is coming back.
Yeah, it's a great little foreshadowing
Right.
with the sawzall. But
right.
Yeah, so she, desperate to kind of keep her job, which I guess is also a funny little representation of where her mindset is, right? Like she chose her career over his comfort in this moment, which was...
Yeah.
And you can see that in their eye contact, right? As
Yep.
she pushes him off of her, clearly hurting his penis. Which I think, gotta say, not just being like a feminist here, I think that it would hurt the inside of a woman.
We have a higher
more.
pain tolerance, though.
Well, that's true, but I don't know.
And we're used to bleeding. Like she was bleeding,
right.
she didn't even know it. She was like,
Sure.
"Oh,
I don't know.
yeah."
I just gotta tell you, I think that either way,
It was. I don't think anybody was having fun
it's
in
a
that
rough
situation.
It's not great. So, her new friend kind of catches them, but not really, because I guess Dave's character stands on the toilet seat, and they never really show him leaving. Right? They just had this kind of awkward encounter where she appeared to be kind of physically ill and said that she went in there on accident in the boys' room. So, Jamie is a good friend. He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He's got some interesting symbology on the outside of his house, though.
That's true. That's very interesting. So yeah, they are increasingly supernaturally drawn to each other. I think, is it the next night? I think it is that night when they're like the contortion in the hallway happens where they're being kind of pulled towards each other, and Allison's like bending backwards and he's like trying.
Yeah, I think it was because again, like she's literally like enraged at him for what he did.
Yeah, so is that why they were sleeping in? No,
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, she
says you should sleep in the other.
Yeah, and she like didn't want him to be there on Sunday when her parents got there.
Was that after this? Yeah, she was blaming him really harshly.
She was so mad at him, and then she's like, "I'm gonna go fix this."
I think I would have thought, oh, he's like clearly mentally ill. Like, why did he leave the train station and come and like need to have sex with
and
me?
Even if you don't take it that way, like it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. I agree.
Lord.
I love this sequence though. I love the physicality again. I think they do a wonderful job, especially Allison looking like, ghastly,
So so ghastly.
Yeah.
They look bad. They look real rough.
But Dave, he was given some medicine from a doctor his same age, which bothered him because clearly he's
right
struggling in his career, I guess.
See, all of those subtle little things that were just
just perfect little things.
Yep.
He received some drugs for his, I guess, anxiety, which I don't know.
Well, it was drugs that were supposed to help, like, in a panic attack where he felt that physical compulsion, that it would, like, break the connection between his muscles and what his brain was trying to do. And he's been trying to tell her, like, something's weird, and she's just, like, completely dismissing him and, like, you're fucking nuts. Like, no, this is not happening. There's nothing wrong. Like, you're just crazy. And then that night they go to bed and
all this happens.
This is where it really starts getting comedic.
Sure. Yeah.
Like the physical comedy here is really funny.
Well, they take the pills.
Well,
and
oh my God, they're being pulled towards each other. And he tells her, the pills, I've got these pills that I got, muscle relaxants, they're in this drawer. She pulls it out, and they're like crushing him on the ground and snort. It's hilarious.
I agree. That was a lot of
like
fun.
That was a really funny scene.
Yeah. So he passes out from the pills that he takes, wakes up, and he is fused by the arm with his partner. I guess.
Yeah, but not like fused, like inside each other's arm.
Yeah,
like not just connected.
No, I think this is the first time where they're side by side because we sawzall it apart. But later,
the sawzall is because it is inside.
I feel like later they're. I watched it this morning, and
I watched it yesterday.
Huh? Interesting. Either way, it's
gross.
The sawzall scene is, I think, where we should probably leave it because
yes, we don't want to spoil anything.
Of course, but
it's really good.
The surgery here. Really a fun moment.
It is a fun moment.
And it's kind of a fun little film, Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any highs and lows you want to talk about?
My high was when they're crushing the pills and snorting them. And he says, she says, Vicodin? And he's like, they call it diazepam now.
Which was what the doctor
Which is what the doctor had said, which I thought was fucking hilarious. I loved that. My low was maybe I would have liked a little bit more history from their relationship just to build on from this, because that felt, I don't know, that felt like we got a little, but I think even more would have been helpful. But man, I really enjoyed this one. Really enjoyed it. I was not hysterically crying at the end the way I was hysterically crying at the end of Closer. So that's why I say if you're going to watch them, like watch Closer first and then watch this one.
Yeah. I mean, I think my low in general is that it's just I'm not much of a body horror guy.
I'm normally not either.
Yeah. So this stuff mixed with kind of an odd up to interpretation ending, really. It doesn't fully explore, I think, the meaning of the film is kind of a bummer, and maybe that should be more of my final thoughts. But I gotta say, I love seeing a sawzall, the
very fun was very
scene,
fun.
Quite the high. I thought that this was good. I think that I was expecting this to be one of my favorite films of the year based on the marketing, really, and I love Alison Brie, and I love Dave Franco to a certain degree, I guess. I don't know if
I like Franco a lot.
I liked his work with The Rental, and I think that Allison did a great job in that. I loved Allison in Horse Girl, another film that we covered for the show. So it was great to see her back in a genre film. But I think, like, even though I think the script was really well written, I think that it could have gave us a little bit more resolution, really, instead of just tying together two kind of sad, desperate people together, tying them together, without really exploring, resolution, But I don't know. I wrote on my letterbox, which I'm going to start plugging a little bit more. I gave it 3.5 stars. I watched it July 30th, and I said a romp and a hoot, and also nice to know that there's a compass on your phone. So
I can't believe you didn't know that. That's funny.
Well, I just have never needed to do it.
Fair.
And for all those reasons, I give Together, 6.2 diazepams.
That's amazing.
Crushed up, of course.
I liked it more than you.
Uh-huh.
I really appreciate things that make me think about my own interactions with the world. And aside from my lack of survival skills, there were also other moments that made me go, oh man, do I ever come off that way? I should be more self-aware of that. I just really liked the way they played off of each other. I thought that their relationship felt very authentic, but also not, I didn't feel voyeuristic, kind of like I did feel in Eyes Wide Shut, which I think was the intention of that movie versus this one. But it was just really enjoyable, and the comedy, I think, really is what put it over the edge for me for being, if it had been just pure horror, I don't think I would have enjoyed it nearly as much.
The absurdity.
The absurdity towards the end really just leaned into it. And don't want to give anything away, but after you watch it, Sam and I, at the very end, what happens at the very, very end, Sam and I got to asking questions about how that might shape up in our lives, and we have been working with AI to create a visualization of that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I will tell you. I will tell you after.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyhow, I really liked this for all of those reasons. I give it 7.9.
You wanted the pills, didn't you?
Bottomless holes in the middle of a other hole in the woods.
Wonderful. Those are our thoughts on Together, which is available now on digital as well. I think it's on Hulu right now exclusively.
It is. It's on Hulu.
So go check that out. And once you have, let us know what you think. Reach out to us on social media at, should we plug social media in 2026? I hate it. But if you want to reach out to us at Frightday at places, email us, contact@frightday.com.
Email and Discord are probably the best.
Discord's my favorite place to hang out with y'all, so go do that.
Yeah. Burn the social media down, everybody.
I'd love to hear what you think about it. 2026, huh? I swear to God, we're going to catch up on 2025. I've got a great list of things that we're going to be doing, but catching up on, Kelly. This was fun. Glad we could, Kelly, the camera's on you. You gonna say anything?
I really like this. I hope we get to watch more comedy horror in 2026.
Did you get a bad email?
No. I actually got an amazing email from, well, I don't want to.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, sorry.
But
I want more comedy horror. I think I need more of this. Like with how serious things are in the world, I need more of the comedy.
Speaking of more of, right now on Behind the Screams, Kelly, we're going to be covering this new email from Zanzibar.
Which we need more scientists to help us decode. It's
going to be interesting. But until next episode of Frightday, and if you're not going to go see us on Behind the Screens right now, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Stay scared.
Stay scared, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to an Audio Wool original, produced by Byron McKoy. Theme music is provided by Yawns. For more programs like this, visit audiowool.co.